I'll ask you a question. What parts of your body do you use in a fight? You miss. Your hands. Okay, what other parts of your body do you use in a fight? Your feet. Okay. Well, what happens if you end up breaking a hand or a foot during a fight? Well, I analyzed this and realized that there's a part of your body that you can use that utilizes over 17 different muscle groups so you can use to defend yourself. That's your hips. That's why I created a technique called the thrust of freedom. There's 4 major directions in the thrust of freedom. You can thrust left, thrust right, thrust back, and thrust front. Okay? So what I'm going to do is show you a basic way. Let's see. You, sir, can you come up here? Do a little demonstration of how this technique works. Now let's see, what's your name?
Jason.
Jason, okay. Let's say Jason throws a, I gotta do this one-handed with a microphone. Let's say Jason throws a, well, let's say he comes up to me in a threatening manner and he grabs my shoulders, okay? Now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use the thrust of freedom. I may do some sort of attack here to the radial nerve, may do some sort of strike here to the eyes, may just reach in and just take them out. I recommend starting with that. Just reach in, gouge the eyes. If you have pockets, I would put them in there. Or just chuck them, those of you who play dice. So we'll go ahead and remove the eyes. But he's still standing. He could reach out, he could threaten me, he could attack me. So at that point, I'm going to come in close. I'm going to align my hips and thrust. You see there? See how that's effective? I don't want to hurt you. So I want you to react as if I hit you in the groin when I do the next thrust, okay? Go to a knee. So you see how that works? Now for a follow-up technique, I would grab the back of the head, march forward again. Now he's in perfect alignment for a second thrust. See that? Thrust. It's important when you do this technique to understand that this is just a front thrust, okay, here? It's not front and then back, because there's nobody back there. If there was an attacker behind me, I would do thrust, thrust. But since there's just one, it's just front, center. Front, center, front, center, front, center. Okay? That would be the knockout. That's a knockout, right there. Okay? Now whenever, go ahead and stand up. Thank you, Jason, so I just stand up. Now whenever people see that technique, they say, Master, again, that's a perfect technique for a standing fight. But what if I'm fighting on the ground? I got your answer right here. Go ahead and lay down. Let me rotate this one. Yeah. Let's say I'm in side control. Generally, I'm going to have a hand here. Have a hand here. There's various locks and chokes and things you can do from this, but I need to end this fight quickly. So by rotating my body very, very simply, I can get into a devastating position like so. At that point, you just thrust. The actual application of that is I would drop my weight. You want to use gravity. I'm holding myself up because I don't want to kill him. But the actual application of the move looks something like this. That's how you use the thrust of freedom. Thank you. Another technique that we use. What else did we do today? We did, yeah, we'll do the, but you know what, for your safety, I may pull you back up. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. Another thing that I don't like about anybody else's martial art is the way that they deal with multiple attackers. It's a statistical fact that in your lifetime, 1 in 5 people will be attacked by 5 or more people. Very few martial arts actually effectively deal with this, which is why I created a technique that deals with multiple attackers. It's so effective that if executed properly, it will make you equal to up to 10 men or 14 dwarfs. It's called the Hurticane. I'm going to demonstrate it at a very low level here. I don't want to damage the stage or hurt anybody. Hurticanes go from class 1 to class 5. We'll do a class 0.5 for you today. Looks something like this. Very dangerous stuff. I've gotten a lot of static from people. Because this art is so dangerous, I tend to teach illegal moves. Moves that are illegal in sports. In fact, a Meridote, 1 minute of a Meridote violates more sports regulations than a pint of Lance Armstrong's blood. I'm going to teach you one quick illegal technique that I think is underrated. I think you all should be teaching illegal techniques because there are no rules in the street. You have to remember that. You end up in a street fight, there's no referee. Jason, let me use you one more time.
Let's go.
One technique I like that isn't taught nearly often enough is called fish hooking. Unfortunately, because of the popularity of MMA, I think mainly people choose MMA because it's the easiest sport to spell. They teach people not to fish hook because it's illegal in the sport. But it's a very effective technique. Essentially a fish hook, you're fighting with an opponent, take your finger, you do this, jam it in the mouth, and hook it, ripping the mouth open, causing pain, bleeding, and dispiriting your opponent. But what scenario would you use that? Let's say Jason here is a pickpocket, and he tries to take my wallet. Now, as soon as I feel this move, I'm going to pin it so that he can't get away. Then I'm going to move into his personal space. Keep that there. I'm going to have to move my pin. Now here you'll see I can't really do effectively a fish hook because I'm cramped here. We'll turn this way for everybody. It's hard at this point to reach up and do a fish hook effectively. So I'm going to do what's called a reach around. And hook from this side. Now what people forget, now I can hook this and probably injure him, but it's not going to kill him and it's probably not going to stop the fight completely. So I probably would add another fish hook with this one. The great thing about a Meridote, you notice he's still keeping the pin there. The great thing about a Meridote is that with fish hooking in a Meridote, it is not orifice specific. Any place where this fish hook will fit, you can use it. Okay? I'm saying that you can tear a rectum just as easy as you can tear a mouth. So that's what I would do. Here. If I move fast enough from that position, I'm going to tear this man in half. Okay? Thank you, Jason. That's the street lethal art of Meridote. If it's not a Meridote, it's just bullshit. I am available for you to surrender your black belts at any time. We have a black belt exchange program going on right now. If you bring your black belt to me in any martial art, I will exchange it for a crisp, clean Ameridote white belt. I'm demoting people today, actually. You can purchase white belt certificates over here at my booth. I'll be happy to certify you as a white belt in Ameridote. Unless you have any questions, that's about all I can show you today. We do an hour-long seminar in Ameridote tomorrow. I don't know what time. It's the Master-Ken seminar. You should attend it and learn how to become street lethal, since most of these other arts are teaching you incorrectly. And this is really, it's very popular stuff. I mean, Ameridote is spreading throughout the world faster than Jean-Claude Van Damme going through an 8-ball of cocaine, so you should try to check it out. Any questions about Ameridote? I'm used to stunning people. It's kind of life-changing. Great, well, I'll be over at my booth. Sign autographs. We have t-shirts, DVDs of the show. The show we do this on is Enter the Dojo on YouTube. 4 million YouTube views so far, and gaining in popularity, so swear your allegiance to me, and I'll forgive you for all of the bullshit you've been studying so far. So, thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Master Ken.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Are you videoing?
What we're doing? Will you give us a message to Sanshin Karate Wales?
Yeah, Zanshin Karate Wales is bullshit.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.